What's up, guys? Nick Connor, LMB. We're back again. But today we're talking about whether this current Lakers roster could beat the Warriors in a 7-game series. I put up an Instagram post. Follow us at Late Night Ballers, by the way. You need to do it. I'm putting up new content every day. Follow us at Late Night Ballin' on Twitter. Putting up new content every day. Connor is. The post seems like it got a lot of mixed reviews whether I think the Lakers could actually beat the Warriors in a 7-game series the way they're currently set up right now. No Kawhi talks. Just LeBron and these young players. So I put up bold prediction. The Lakers have what it takes to beat them right now. I think they can do it. I think their defensive potential on this team, as well as LeBron's leadership and the way that Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma are going to grow. Lonzo could potentially grow if he stays healthy. The signings of JaVale McGee and Rajon Rondo and Lance Stevenson, I think it could all work in a weird way, but I think they could beat the Warriors in a series if they wanted to. And I think you really disagreed with me.
Yeah. I get what you're going at, but you're going at if everyone plays at their full potential.
Sure.
You never know what you're going to get out of Rondo. I mean, the only time he was consistent was whenever he had Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce down his throat whenever he was in Boston. And you don't really have that on this Lakers team, which is mostly young guys. Plus, Rondo has kind of gotten to his head that he's a superstar, which he has been doing good in the playoffs. It's just whether or not you're actually going to get that play out of him consistently is his problem. And Lonzo is going through meniscus surgery. You don't know how he's going to respond to that. You got, Kuzma, he's a great player. You don't know if he's going to go through a sophomore slump, which he may not, but he may. You don't really know going into his second year. JaVale McGee, you don't know how he's going to play with LeBron because whenever he was playing before the Warriors, you don't know if he's going to go back to how he was playing before the Warriors or if he's going to continue that play. Kind of like how Andrew Bogut was doing. Whenever he was with the Warriors, it was like, hey, Andrew Bogut's a pretty good defensive player. And then he leaves the Warriors for 1 year. And now he's not even on a team anymore.
But he had injuries.
He broke his leg.
Yeah.
He broke his leg. Yeah. Sean Livingston, before he got to the Warriors, no one knew who he was, pretty much. He destroyed his leg. People playing with the Warriors, Steph Curry makes the people around him play so much better that it's hard to actually tell what their value is. Sometimes LeBron can kind of degrade the players he plays with, which I hate to say it, but sometimes, like Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson was amazing with the Lakers.
He's not amazing with the Lakers.
He was pretty good with the Lakers.
He was all right. And the thing with Jordan Clarkson was he was putting up good numbers on a horrific team.
Yeah,
he's a very limited player, and
Rodney Hood, 17 points a game in the West. 17 points a game, and then he got with the Cavs, and everyone thought he was a bum.
Different roles. You're right. You're making a lot of good points. But I think you could argue that good scoring players, LeBron might diminish that a little bit because he has to have the ball in his hands. You could say Kyrie was limited. You could say Rodney Hood was limited. But a role player like JaVale McGee, I think LeBron is going to get the best out of him.
Yeah, because sometimes Tristan Thompson, he was getting the best out of Tristan Thompson for a while. Yeah. And then Tristan Thompson dropped off with the whole entire Kardashian curse.
He kind of works well with limited bigs. Look at Timothy Mozgov.
Yeah, Timothy Mozgov was doing really good.
And this team is filled with players like that. People that are athletic, have defensive potential, offensive potential. I think Josh Hart's going to step up this year as a backup role.
I do like Josh Hart.
I think he can D up Steph Curry. I think he can D up some other players in the backcourt. I think he can shoot pretty well. Mo Wagner could be a great piece off the bench. He's a stretch big. He'd probably get some rebounds. I know you've seen him in Summer League. We'll put up their stats. I just think they're going to improve on every level. Offensively, they were 11th, I think, in
they were
points per game.
Yeah, they weren't awful last year.
And they were 13th in the defensive rating. I think with the signings and these players now getting a year older and LeBron, I think they're going to go up even higher.
I think they're going to miss Julius Randle, though. Julius Randle was incredibly underrated whenever he was with them. He did so much for that team that wasn't even on the stat sheet that you're going to notice that he's not going to be on the floor. If you actually watch the Lakers, you're going to notice he's not on the floor just by the stuff that he's done.
I was disappointed they couldn't keep him, but I think they'll be good. If you look at the Instagram post I put up, there's a lot of good pieces on this team, and you have to admit that. Brandon Ingram, I think he's going to step up. I think he's going to be an 18 to 20-point game.
That's a huge thing. If Brandon Ingram can take that step up, that'll put the team up. But if he still stays at his level that he's at right now, that will hurt the team.
And he's got the defensive potential to guard Kevin Durant.
Yeah, because he's
attempt to guard Kevin Durant.
No one's gonna slot down Kevin Durant.
I completely understand that. I'm with you. But I think defensively, LeBron's going to guard Draymond. Ingram and Kuzma are probably going to double team on Durant. Josh Hart, Rajon Rondo, Lonzo, if healthy. He's got Curry. I think Curry, I think he can be contained a little bit.
thing is, you gotta hope. I mean, I would want to put LeBron on KD, right?
LeBron can help. I don't think he's going to guard KD for 30 straight minutes.
In the finals, though, LeBron stayed away from KD. LeBron stayed away from Steph. He stayed away from KD. LeBron didn't want to guard them. And that, I think, they tell him, you didn't guard the best player in the finals. That's something that you should be doing. As the best player, you need to be guarding their best player, right?
And we'll see how they do in the regular season because they're division foes, right?
Yeah,
they play each other
they'll play four
each.
times.
And I think the Lakers got him 2 times last year.
Yeah.
So they've already proven that they can give him fits even without LeBron. And you were talking about all that competitiveness in the West. The Lakers now have something that nobody else has, and that's the greatest player in the world right now. Even at 34, even with that squat form that we just saw recently on Instagram, was just squat.
Go a little bit lower,
A
fam.
little suspicious.
My only fault with LeBron is throughout his career, he's known for making like the role players on his team kind of feel like they're even worse than they are. So if he can actually take this team and make the people around him better, I'll have no problems with LeBron. Because think about it, Kevin Love, he was, what would you consider, a top 10 player whenever he was with the Timberwolves, top 8 player when he was with the Timberwolves, and now everyone wants to say that he's trash because he couldn't help LeBron win more finals than he did. But, Kevin Love was a pretty good player. If LeBron can make the people around him seem great, I will not have a problem with LeBron. I mean, he is a great player by himself, but basketball is not a 1v1 game. You have to make your teammates better.
But you don't think he's going to do it?
I just don't know because, I mean, it's hard to get the best out of Rondo. KG did it, but no one's more intimidating than KG. He literally called someone a cancer patient to his face.
Where do you think the Lakers are going to end up then if you don't think they're going to beat the Warriors?
I mean, I think
they're making
they'll
the playoffs,
be.
right?
Oh, yeah, they're making the playoffs. I just think maybe a second round or maybe conference finals because you don't know if all the young players are going to bond well with LeBron and his play style. You don't know if people like JaVale McGee and Lance Stevenson and Rondo are going to mesh well with a completely new, being with new people because JaVale McGee was used to a team that's all ball movement, and sometimes LeBron will want to take the game into his own hands and go ISO ball. You just have to get your players, ready, which that may take a year to kind of develop. I just don't see it this year. I see this year as another Warriors year.
I got you. Well, I disagree. I expect Kuzma and Ingram to average close to 20 points a game. From all the reports, I hear Kuzma's ready to go.
Yeah,
I
do
play.
like Kuzma.
I love Kuzma. We'll see how it ends up. Let us know what you think in the comments about the Warriors beating the Lakers beating the Warriors in a potential 7-game series. Will they win the regular season series between the Warriors? The Lakers have already proven they can give them fits, like I said. So let us know what you think in the comments. Like I said, follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. We're putting up stuff every day. Subscribe to the channel. Like if you like. Send to your friends, send to your family, and we'll love you forever. It's LMB, and we're out.